Yeah, we needed it. Obviously, points are precious, and we've been on an all right run, and we've lost a bit of momentum due to lack of activity. Really, we've not had that many games, and then in that time we've picked up injuries, so it's been a bit fragmented. But I thought second half was good today, worthy for our 3 points, that's for sure.
The pitch isn't the best of conditions. Does that make it more difficult? Because I think your team has a reputation for playing football on the ground.
Yeah, so that it was tough today, and you know, I'm not one who gets big on that because our volunteers put a lot of effort in there. So I'm certainly not going to stand here and point any fingers. And at this time of year, it's incredibly hard to get staff in, and Andy and both Andys do a fantastic job here as well as everyone else. But the few weeks leading up to it, we'd had a horrific amount of rain, and after Guiseley game it was really churned up, so we're just always grateful to get games on. Could pitch be better? 100% it could, but it could up and down country for everyone else, so we just get on with it.
You had a bit of a habit of not taking penalties, and now suddenly you get 2 in a game. Unbelievable, isn't it?
And in the games we've missed the penalties, Florian's played in every one of them games. And that's what I've just said to him. I'm not sure if you're my mate or not, watching me suffer like that for a month and then stick 2 away like you did. So, yeah, and Flo deserves it because he's a good kid, he works hard, and he gives us a real platform to build off.
Do you worry now about what's coming with the Omicron variant? I mean, is football going to stop, do you think?
It's something I try not focus too much on, and that's what I said to the lads today. Just enjoy it. Could be last game. We don't know. We went through this 18 months ago just wanting to plan for ifs, whats and maybes, and I'm not going to do that this year, and we're just going to carry on planning for the next game until we're told otherwise, because I think last year when it come in, a bit naive of us staff, you know, we cancelled odd training session and then everyone else were training and we got left behind a bit, and we're not going to do that this year. I don't think we'll follow all the rules, we'll be as safe as we can, but we just plan to be at training Tuesday night.
Surely there can't be another abandoned season.
No, I mean it's unthinkable, isn't it? So I'm certainly not thinking that way yet. So we like you said, we're just planning for FC on the 27th.
One other thing I was going to ask you about was your passion, if that's the right word, for trying to help players who've become clubless. Because you were involved in a sort of get-together at Bolton, weren't you?
Yeah. Well, to be honest, we didn't end up doing that. It took off behind the scenes, and I've had a little bit of a reputation for doing that with lads anyway. So my phone will go a lot in summer for lads who want clubs, not necessarily club I play for, just saying, kind of, can I be the middleman, help out? And you know, me and my friend have a business, we do all right with it, so I ain't got time to put it into going making money out of it, because I've got another career as well as here. So it's just a case of every summer I'll just get off work for a couple of days and I'll try and help them lads, and I have a real passion for that, because some good kids and you know, some agents lead them astray, some clubs lead them astray. So I think this year we got 21 fixed up with clubs, just off our own bat, whatever the level, and we got a few jobs and stuff just by passing names and numbers around. So it is very satisfying. I think next year, me, Hildy and Hunty, we're gonna set up a couple of days and do it proper.
Does that passion, and I think that is the right word, passion, come from the end of your football career and the way that you transitioned into being a manager?
Yeah, definitely. Listen, I were easiest to deal with when I was a kid. You know, I always thought I knew everything, still do now. And I think sometimes people don't necessarily want the fast cash here and there. Some want to build a new career doing other things, and I think sometimes if you can have someone who you can lean upon and just look for a bit of advice, and some I might tell things they don't want to hear, but you know, I'll always try and help people wherever I can, just by being a lad who's got contacts like all those managers have at this level. I don't think it's hard what I'm doing. You can just, you know, if someone wants a job in joinery, it's not hard for pick up phones to a few joiners, you know, and just all that kind of stuff. And like I said, we fixed up people from the Manchester League all the way up to Conference North this summer, and you know, when they start doing well and they drop you a text with a thanks, I think that's all you need. And selfishly, on the other side, if one pops out of the ordinary who's very, very good, you snap them up yourself. So you know, it's just one of them things.
I'm going to ask you a bit of an off-the-wall question to finish with. I'm presenting a programme on Christmas Day on Tameside Radio. Yeah. And it's a musical. It's all about music. Have you got a favourite musical?
Favourite musical? Oh, my wife absolutely loves musicals. She took me watching that Whitney Houston one at Liverpool. I loved it. So I'll go with that one.